Hey there, fellow aspiring 3D artists. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming tutorials. Today, we're diving deep into the wonderful world of Blender. This is the ultimate beginner's guide to get you started with the Blender interface. In this video, we'll explore why Blender is a fantastic option for beginners, and we'll take an in-depth look at every nook and cranny of the Blender interface. So, grab your favorite beverage, sit back, and let's begin. Before we jump into the Blender interface, let's talk about why Blender is the holy grail for beginners in the 3D world. Blender is open source and free. That's right, you heard me correctly. You can create stunning 3D art without spending a single penny. So, whether you're a high schooler or a seasoned artist on a budget, Blender has got your back. But wait, that's not all. Blender is a powerhouse. It offers a vast array of tools and functionalities, rivaling even the most expensive 3D software out there. From sculpting to animation, from compositing to simulations, Blender is a Swiss Army knife for digital artists. Now, let's talk about the very first thing you'll see when launching Blender, the splash screen. The splash screen is like a welcoming party, but instead of balloons. The splash screen displays the Blender version, recent files, and quick links to various projects and resources. So, the next time you launch Blender, take a moment to admire the splash screen before we dive into the magic of the Blender interface. Alright, now that we understand why Blender rocks for beginners, let's move on to the next part of our journey, unraveling the Blender interface. Welcome to the heart and soul of Blender, the user interface. Don't worry, it may look daunting at first, but trust me, it's not as scary as it seems. Let's break it down together. At the very top of the Blender window, we have the top bar. This sleek area houses essential menus and shortcuts, including File, Edit, Render, Window, Help, and so on. It's your gateway to most of Blender's functionalities. The Blender interface is divided into several areas, each serving a specific purpose. We have the 3D viewport, where the magic happens, your 3D scene. Then there's the Properties Editor, which allows you to tweak object properties, materials, and more. And let's not forget the Outliner, where you can see a tree-like representation of all objects in your scene. And this section called Timeline, it is a fundamental component of the Blender software, and is used to control the timing and sequencing of various elements in your project. Look at the very bottom, and you'll find the status bar. It provides useful information and context-sensitive tips while you're working on your project. The content displayed in the status bar may vary depending on the context and the functionalities of the software. First up, let's talk about splitting the screen. This feature allows you to divide your workspace into multiple areas, each showing different views of your 3D scene. Here's how you can do it. Select the corner of the area you want to split. Hover your mouse over it, and you'll see a small cross icon. Right-click and select Vertical Split or Horizontal Split from the context menu. Drag the cursor in the direction you want to split the area. Now that we've split our screen, it's time to learn how to join those areas back together. This can help you regain a larger workspace when you no longer need separate views. Here's how to do it. Place your cursor on the edge between two areas you want to join. Right-click and select Join Areas from the context menu. The areas will merge back into a single workspace. Sometimes you might prefer to have different views in different areas. Blender allows you to easily swap the content of two areas. Let me show you how. Hover your mouse cursor over the border between the areas you want to swap. Then, right-click with your mouse to bring up the context menu. From the context menu, find and select the Swap area. Lastly, let's discuss adjusting a particular window by dragging. This technique lets you resize and customize your workspace exactly how you want it. Hover your mouse over the border between two areas you want to adjust. Click and drag the border left or right to resize the areas accordingly. Congratulations! You've just unlocked the secrets of the Blender interface. We've covered why Blender is the ultimate choice for beginners, explored the splash screen, and dissected the interface, including the top bar, areas, and status bar. Now it's time for you to embark on your 3D journey. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe for more exciting Blender tutorials and all things 3D. If you have any questions or want more specific tutorials, let us know in the comments below. Until next time, happy blending!